got a lot of plastic components. Four little Phillips screws. Don't really need to say that, you can just count along. And switches, little tabs in the back. Speedo cable. Just squeeze the little tabs together. Squeeze these two. There's an electrical harness plug. Cruise control. A lot of people accidentally put the reservoir sensor onto the cruise control connector and cruise control onto the brake fluid reservoir, and then they have no cruise control, and that's the reason. Two brake fluid lines to be concerned about. Switches we can leave on. Wow. You can take the steering wheel off if you want, 24 millimeter. going to clean this in warm water. Get all the dirt out. Okay, washed out the reservoir, warm water, dried it nicely with brake clean. Transfer it over pressure switches. If you need new ones, obviously install new ones. I always put rubber grease on the O-ring. Come on. Make sure the push rod goes in. Oh, it's putting up a fight here. Okay, and then start the lines before tightening the master cylinder down. You don't want to tighten the lines completely, you want to just start them. Just start them a few turns. Once you're sure the lines aren't cross-threaded, you can then put the nuts on. Reconnect the pressure switches. fill the reservoir. Lines are still loose at this point. George, how you doing? Good. So anyways, fill up the reservoir and you just basically let out the fluid. You'll see bubbles coming out. Once the bubbles stop, you can tighten it up. So you can see here, I think this one's already stopped bubbling. Yeah, it's dripping fluid now. So once the bubbles stop, just tighten the fitting, and that pretty much bleeds the master. And in some cases that's all you need to do because no air entered the actual hydraulic line. Double check this one. See air bubbles still. I guess that's where bench bleeding comes in handy. Bench bleeding, all it is filling all the chambers and then moving the piston a little bit. But I find this is just as effective. Getting a bit more fluid now. Bubbles are smaller. Yeah, I think bubbles have stopped. We just tighten it down. And you just tighten it up and give the pedal a try. And pressure bleeding would be the next step then if you still have an issue. You see, that's pretty solid.